We're told a story, but here's the thing. It's a story told in fragments, a picture that feels, well, deliberately incomplete.
First, you get the headlines. They're just blasted at us, right? Designed to grab our attention for maybe a split second.
And then, somehow, these incredibly complex human experiences get boiled down even further to just a single trending tag.
So what's the result? You get a narrative that's built on pure noise, not substance. But the real story? It's not found there. Not at all.
To find the real story, we have to look past all that static. We have to look into the quiet, everyday reality of life itself.
And this is really the heart of it all. The moments that truly define a life, they almost never make the news. They happen in those quiet spaces in between.
So, for just these next 120 seconds, let's step into that quiet space, a place where there are no debates, no labels. Just a moment to see a human being and their faith.
In this space, we kind of get to redefine what faith actually looks like once you strip away all the politics and all the endless commentary.
It's such a simple but powerful idea. If faith isn't the loud, argumentative noise we're always seeing on our screens, then what is it, really?
Well, for one, it's patience. It's that quiet internal resolve to just endure when things are at their most difficult. It's like a silent promise you make to yourself to keep going.
It's an act of kindness when nobody's there to record it for social media. Something done just for its own sake. And finally, it's that personal resilience a person finds deep within themselves, not for show, not for performance, but for their own survival and dignity. Faith becomes an action, not an argument.
But what happens when this quiet faith runs up against a world that's already made up its mind about you?
It's a progression that so many people face. First, they're judged, long before anyone even learns their name. Then they're questioned, not out of curiosity, but out of suspicion. And yet, they don't crumble.
This rising up, it isn't fueled by anger or reaction. No, it's fueled by something deeper, a proactive, quiet resilience, a profound strength that just refuses to be defined by someone else's prejudice.
But it's so important to remember, this isn't the story of just one kind of person. The reality is, it's infinitely more diverse and so much more human than that.
This is not one story. We're talking about millions. They are the people you see every single day. There are workers, and students, and doctors, and artists, and every single one is living a unique life.
So what is it that connects these millions of different lives? It's not some political agenda. It's something way more fundamental. It's these simple shared elements of faith, humanity, and hope.
And this really brings us to the main takeaway. Before you just accept the next headline, the next hashtag, the next half-truth as the whole picture, just for a second, pause.
Because if you make that choice to look past the noise and into those quiet moments, you might discover something pretty surprising. You might find a story of resilience, of hope, of humanity that feels deeply familiar.